change my reality by changing my mind. Perfect peace, joy, and happiness, it's yours and it's mine. I am loved and so are you. And don't it feel good to know that all is well and unfolding as it should? Let me hear you say, all is well, all is well. Divine Spirit is directing me right now. All is well, all is well, all is well, and unfolding as it should. Let me hear you say, all is well, all is well. Divine Spirit is directing me right now. All is well, all is well, all is well, and unfolding as it should. I am cloaked in the Spirit, I am fed by the divine. I am one with all that is. My soul is free from time. I am blessed and so are you. And don't it feel good to know that all is well, all is well. Don't it feel good just to know that my soul is free from time? All I gotta do is change my mind. Don't it feel good? All is well, all is well, and unfolding as it should. Yeah. I still didn't get it right.
So
Oh my God, that's too funny.
thank you so much, Sandra. So I'm having a vision right now of the last time I visited a Unity Church in the South, and I'm telling you, these people know how to move. So they would have
should
been raising their hands.
They would have helped keep the groove. Yeah.
They would have been in the
They would have
groove.
made the groove
They would have been making the groove. But yeah, so for us Northerners, why don't we just practice, like, can you just like wave your hands and say, oh yeah, amen, Sandra. This is a warm-up for future days when maybe we are feel impulsive enough to dance during service. Can you imagine such a thing?
Yes, I can.
I can too.
Except I can't play piano. And although, you know, I remember as a kid seeing some of those guys who played in the South, especially in the African American churches.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, I
heck
mean,
yeah. There was an
they're
energy.
like dancing while they're playing. It's great. Yeah.
Because they're so filled with that energy, right?
With the
that
spirit. Yeah,
the spirit
absolutely.
is alive. Yeah. Susan. Well, I remember Marvin.
No wonder you're here. You were kicked
Yes.
out.
So yeah, just a FYI, dancing is allowed in the building. I remember Marvin Helen used to get up and dance a lot. Yeah, we remember that. So, yeah, you have a pass for today. Okay. No, it's really just like how do we allow ourselves to just be that flowing spirit and to just express that however we however we desire. But I'm just saying, it's allowed. However that plays out for you, it is allowed and encouraged. So today's daily word is comforted, and I'm just going to share this affirmation with you. I am comforted knowing God's presence is a blessing now and always. I am comforted knowing God's presence is a blessing now and always. So if you can say that together with me, together. I am comforted knowing God's presence is a blessing now and always. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to encourage you at this time to greet your neighbor. And just a FYI, when we're done greeting our neighbors, we will remain standing so that we can sing together. Okay, so good. Fist bump, a handshake, a hug, a high five, a Spock finger sign.
Sir, how are you? But I'm going to call you. Yeah, I had a little surgery. I'm good. Good. Because she said, okay. How about you? I know the feeling. How are you? Good. So I'm trying to Seattle. Yeah, she went to go visit her daughter. She said that would be She's allowed. Rather than having She's allowed. Oh yeah, like two toes like or something. I'm not saying that. I suppose you're coming over here wanting a hug. How are you, boy?
All right, let us sing. And again, feel free to move.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Up, up, up to a higher place. Up, 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 far beyond this time and space. Up, up, up to a higher place. I feel my soul arising to a higher place. Up, up, up to a higher place. Up, 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 far beyond this time and space. Up, up, up to a higher place. I feel my soul arising to a higher place. Higher place, higher place. I feel my soul arising to a higher place. No more doorward, no more backward, no more spinning around and around. My life is moving Up, 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 far beyond this time and space. Up, up, up to a higher place. I feel my soul arising to a higher place. Higher place, higher place. I feel my soul arising to a higher place. Higher place, higher place. I feel my soul arising to a higher place. I feel my soul arising to a higher place.
Did you hit the high notes?
Thank you so much. I feel the joy in the room. Some of you actually were moving that time. I know Wendy on that song, she just can't avoid it.
I think we were rocking because we actually knocked the picture out of alignment over there.
Yes, we did. We were, I'm sure. I'm sure that's absolutely true. All right, so we are going to move into the time of meditation, and Jeff is going to provide a Memorial Day remembrance. Thank you.
The Finnish carpenter in me looks at that and this is going to be my OCD through the whole service, is not going over there and adjusting that picture. But I'm going to let it go because it's about being present in the moment, right? So today, obviously this weekend is Memorial Day, and I thought we would take a moment and in our meditation recognize what this day, what it means. A lot of people get confused between Memorial Day and Veterans Day and Armed Services Day and all that sort of thing. But Memorial Day is the day when we recognize those lives that were lost in war. So let us take a deep breath together and allow ourselves to settle into this sacred moment. We open our hearts to the stillness and silence and the invitation of Spirit moving through and in us. Today, in our remembrance, we focus on a field far, far away. Flanders Field. A place where, over a century ago, soldiers from many nations gave their lives in the hope of peace. It was a place of great sorrow. Yet from the very ground, beauty emerged. Then, in the churned earth, the poppy bloomed. The poppy, its bright red petals, a symbol of both sacrifice and hope. The poppy, fragile and yet resilient, rising from the ashes of conflict, whispering a simple truth. Life will always find a way to bloom. And so we ask ourselves, what is the Flanders field of our own life? Where have we experienced loss, sorrow, or struggle? And in those places, where is Spirit stirring the soil, inviting new life to emerge? The poppy calls us today not just as a symbol of remembrance for lives lost, but as a living reminder that we too are called to be peacemakers. The peace we seek in the world begins within our own hearts. It blooms when we choose compassion over conflict, love over fear, and understanding over division. Let us remember, when we forgive, we plant a poppy. When we listen with an open heart, we plant a poppy. When we stand up for justice, we plant a poppy. When we hold the vision of a world at peace, we plant a whole field of poppies. So today, as we reflect on the poppies of Flanders Field, let us breathe in remembrance. Let us breathe out gratitude. Let us breathe in hope. Let us breathe out a commitment to peace. Peace in our thoughts, peace in our words, peace in our actions. Let the poppy bloom within us, a sacred symbol of Spirit's power to transform even the hardest places into fields of possibility. For we know that with God, all in remembrance of that, I'm going to pass the basket. And in this basket are little packages of seeds with poppy seeds and other things for you to go home and plant your garden. So when you see those poppies, think of a remembrance of, I don't know, you guys, if you saw this. This here is a split picture of what Flanders Field looked like after battle, and a picture of what it looks like today. I think I could do a whole message on just that, what devastation does. But today is part 2 of the series that I'm doing about brand new and embracing the brand new. I'm going to recap from what we talked about last week. First of all, I introduced you to radiant unity. And the idea of radiant unity is something that we are emitting light. We are emitting shining, bright light. We bring joy and hope, a point or object from which the rays proceed. We talked about the things that hold us, that we still hold on to things that hold us back. For some, it's habits, hurts, or habits or hurts. For some of it's something that we brought forward, and it makes it more difficult to take on anything new. Most of the things that we resist about the church are things that the church should resist. Thank you, Susan. I introduced you to the temple model. Basically, sacred places. They were sacred places with sacred texts and sacred men to interpret the texts. And with that, they had sincere followers. The temple model was built around a standard only the elite could meet. It required followers to come and make peace with God. And the temples were nation-specific. So depending on where you lived and what was going on in your tribe or whatever, there were different temples with different meanings, but they all had the same elements, right? The arrival of Jesus signaled the end of the temple model and the beginning of something brand new. We talked about our consciousness. Our conscious determines religious realities, whether we reflect it or not. So our created consciousness could be something that's created with doctrine, dogma, traditions. All of those things can go to create a consciousness. We also talked about that the new followers of Christ in the day didn't know quite how to spread the message, so they took and assimilated Jesus' teaching into a temple model. But if you read any of Jesus' teachings, when he referred to the temple, he wasn't talking about a place, a location. He was talking about our heart. He was talking about the temple inside of us. One of the other things we looked at was the true meaning of what the church was supposed to be when he talked about the church. Was the word that was actually used was ecclesia, which means gathering, assembly, or a congregation, not a place. So it was a practice of people coming together. And in the translation of that, we looked at the publisher William Tyndale and his movement of actually transcribing what it actually meant and the everything that he absorbed as a relation to that. So today we're going to look at part 2, and part 2 has to do with really talking about specifically about the covenant the new covenant that Jesus brought in and instituted. To understand the new covenant, we have to look at what the old covenant was. So back in the day, after Jesus, there was a sect of Jewish Christians who believed that Gentiles must convert to Judaism in order to join the movement, the Jesus movement. So what did that mean? If you were a Jew, you were set apart from other parts of society by the covenant that you made. And that covenant goes back to the Old Testament in Genesis. And that covenant, the scripture, that covenant says that this is my covenant which you shall keep between me and you and your offspring after you. Every male among you shall be circumcised. You shall circumcise the flesh, and it shall be a sign of the covenant between me and you. So this was something physical that they literally did to their bodies in order to demonstrate the covenant. Now, if we looked at the metaphysical, the covenant of circumcision marked Abraham's family as a chosen people set apart for relationship with God. So think about that. They were specifically saying, we are chosen by God. So we're chosen, you're not. It was a physical sign of spiritual promise and a commitment to walk in faith and obedience. When we look at the metaphysical meaning of circumcision, it means that we are moving beyond the literal, it means to move beyond the literal act of circumcision to a symbolic meaning. Circumcision represents the cutting away of error thoughts, the release of limiting beliefs, attachments, and anything that separates us from our divine nature. It's an inward process of spiritual cleansing and dedication to truth. Charles Fillmore said that circumcision signifies the purification of the individual from the impurity of sense consciousness. In other words, it's not about a physical act, but a spiritual commitment to let go of fear, negativity, and false beliefs so that the Christ within us, which is our divine potential, can shine forth. As we cut away old patterns of fear, judgment, and separation, we make room for the full expression of Christ within us. So, as I was talking about the Judaizers, there came a point when Paul, the Apostle Paul, heard what was going on in this with these Judaizers, and in a letter that he wrote to the Galatians, he addressed this. Because what was happening was they were basically saying, in order for you to become a Jesus follower, you have to abide by these things. So in his letter to the Galatians, Paul says Stand firm, therefore, in the liberty with which Christ has made us free, and not be harnessed again under the yoke of servitude. When you look at the different translations of the Bible, a lot of them use the word freedom instead of the liberty. But then when you look at liberty, liberty goes and refers back to freedom when you look at the definition. So in my mind, why am I using a substitute of what it really means? So I love this translation in the fact that it uses liberty. Liberty meaning freedom from control, interference, obligation, restriction, hampering conditions, power or right of doing, thinking, speaking, or according to choice. Liberty. So essentially saying, why are you taking the liberty that you now have and subjecting yourself to something that is countering that? In Galatians 4, he goes on to say, you have ceased to adhere to Christ, who seek justification by law. You have fallen from grace. So the opposite of the freedom is, or not the opposite of freedom, but the opposite of the justification and that sort of thing, is the grace that we were given in terms of from the law. He goes on to say in Galatians 5:9 that when you leave a little bit of leaven, a little leaven leavens the whole lump. In other words, when you add yeast to any into the dough, now the whole part of the dough is contaminated. So even just a little bit of it contaminates the whole. And so he's saying that even if you're going to make people subject them to the first covenant, then now you've contaminated the whole thing. And he actually wrote very graphically about if that's what you're going to do, then you're no longer. If you're going to abide by that, then you need to abide by everything. You need to be carrying out all of the requirements that are under the law. But essentially, he's saying we freed you from that. You're no longer subject to that. So, essentially, at the end of it, what Paul is saying and what Jesus is saying is the new law I give you, if we want to call it a law, is the law of love. Now that kind of sounds contradictory, doesn't it? The law of love. So back in the day when I was a on-ice hockey official, I did that for 19 years and did all kinds of training and would go to, anyways. One of the things that we did as a part of that practice is not just on ice where we're supposed to be in a position and how we handle situations, was understanding the rule book. And so understanding the rule book meant to read the rules, and you would read the specifics of the rule, and you could interpret the rules technically or basically the practical application of the rule. And one of the things I enjoyed doing when I refereed youth hockey was explaining this to players when they wouldn't understand necessarily, why was that a hook? Why is that not a hook? Why is that not tripping? And so I would take it upon myself to stop after I gave the penalty and explain to the captain why that was a call or why it wasn't a call. And there were some situations where it was very blatant, and that was a trip or that was a slash, or something that happened away from the play where there was no interference with the player or the puck or anything. You would have to basically say, technically he was tripped, but is it something that I'm going to call in the spirit of the application of the rule? No. So when we're utilizing laws, rules, and regulations, we are using them to see. Someone once said to me, hockey is a game of what you can get away with. So as an official, it's like the players or whatever they're doing behind the play, they're always looking to see what they can get away with, to see if they can get caught or not. But when using rules, laws, regulations, you are using them to see what you can get away with or what you can use against someone. So you need a lawyer to help you see how to get out of a situation, or a lawyer to help you get into a situation. You're utilizing the law to do something for you. The law of love is the complete opposite. It's not about what is allowed. It's about what is given. When we err on the side of grace and acceptance. We're not looking to catch somebody doing something. We're looking to let things go. A couple of months ago, I did a talk on unconditional love versus conditional love. And that may sound really, for some people, might sound really kind of crazy. But if you add a condition to unconditional love, it's no longer unconditional. Or if we're talking about inclusion, if we exclude anybody, we are no longer inclusive, we are excluding. We're setting limits. That's the irony of the law of love, is that there is no law that requires us. It's a gift that we give freely. Let's just say that I have a gift card, and I want to gift that card to, let's say I'm going to gift it to Chris. And I have a $100 gift card I want to give to Chris, and Chris says, I can't accept, that's too much money. Let me give you something for it. Let me give you $20 for it or whatever, right? No, Chris, it's free. Because once I give him this gift card and I accept something in return for it, it's no longer a gift card, is it? It's a discount card. Because he's given me 20 and I've given him 100. There's a condition with that. Unconditional means there are no conditions to it. It's a free gift. I give him the full value of that and I expect nothing in return. And that is the law of love. We give without expecting anything in return. As the meditation remembrance talked about, is that we sow these seeds. Let our decisions, our kindness, let those be seeds. And we don't know, like the poppy seeds in Flanders Field, or like the pine cones and the seeds of the pine trees that are strewn throughout the forest that never grow. I think a pine seed needs about 600 degrees in order for it to actually grow. So the irony of a fire to a forest is that it actually enhances growth because now all those seeds are activated. All those poppies remain dormant until the ground was churned, until something happened. So the seeds that we give in the form of kindness and love, all of those things that we sprinkle in our lives, maybe those things are dormant. Maybe we don't see something as a result of that immediately. But we don't know what happens down the road. Every kind word, every peaceful act is a seed. We may not know of its final use and application someday, but sometime someone will remember. And I think it's important that we think about that as we go through the things that we're doing in life and how we're treating people and kind and that sort of thing. Whether you're at Home Depot or the grocery store or just that little interaction. It's all the evidence of the the Christ consciousness and the Christ in us and the decisions that we make. There are seeds that we have strewed, put out there. There are still opportunities for things to develop, germinate, and take root. We have opportunities here. We have opportunities in our community. May we make the most of them. And with that, I say stay curious and be the blessing.
I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, so splendid. Tell me truly now, when did you last let your heart decide? I can open your eyes, take you wonder by wonder, over, sideways, and under, on that magic carpet ride, a whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming. A whole new world, a dazzling place I never knew. But when I'm way up here, it's crystal clear. Now I'm in a whole new world with you. Unbelievable sights, indescribable feeling, soaring, tumbling, freewheeling through this endless diamond sky, a whole new world, 100,000 things begin. I'm like a shooting star, I've come so far, I can't go back. I'm in a whole new world, with new horizons to pursue. I'll chase them anywhere. There's time to spare. Let me share this whole new world with you. A whole new world, that's where we'll be. A thrilling chase, a wondrous place.
goodness. That came from Aladdin, but it's like a whole new creation. Wow,
It's
that
really
was.
a lovely song.
It's so heartfelt and intentional. I just love that.
Yeah.
I
nice
love
tune.
that expression that you brought forth. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It is like a whole new world, isn't it? It's like hearing it again for the first time. Beautiful. Okay, so we are moving into, as Jeff said recently, we are moving into the law of love. It's that time in our service where we know that we are residing in this place that is about making a difference and about being in intention, right? So Kirsten this morning said to me, life is for living and for giving. So I think that's a great testament for this part of our service when we're talking about giving from intention, giving of our gifts. And I think that in our unity teaching, it's that act of giving without any conditions, that unconditional love that puts us into that expression of the Christ, that allows us to become embodied in that intention of love, just pure love. So I invite you to consider that as you think of those gifts that you want to share with this ministry, or sharing those gifts with whoever, whatever puts you in that higher state of consciousness that, allows you to embody that Christ spirit. So thank you. Thank you. So before we go on, that last slide, Byron, I just wanted to, since I noticed this, we are changing our address to our physical address. So if any of you have communication with this organization through the P.O. box, we are changing it to the East 4123 Lincoln Road, Spokane, Washington, just FYI. So we'll want to change that slide as well. All right. So now, so let's just take a moment and bless these offerings. So back one. Together. Divine love in, through, and as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. In, through, and as me. All right, so as we begin to recite this unity statement for peace, I'm inviting you to hold a vision of a world of peace. Hold that vision. And then we will recite this together. Unity stands for peace in the presence of conflict, for love in the presence of hatred, for forgiveness in the presence of injury. Unity honors many names for God, the many paths to God, the many ways to worship God. For there is one power and presence of God, and that God love each one of us equally. It is therefore the position of unity to urge all nations, their leaders and their people, to turn to God by whatever the name for guidance during these challenging times, and to pursue peace, for this is what honors the God of all our faith traditions. And I just say amen to that. All right, announcements today, right? Sacred Support Circle. It's a new time, so we're starting at 2 o'clock now. So if you want to just hang out after service and move right into that. Or we have a meal today. Yes, and it's just really about being in community. Or if you want to go pick up a friend and come back at 2 o'clock, that's great too. So twice a month. Introduction to A Course in Miracles. This is just one more week, right? We're going to go 2 more weeks. Super. So for anyone interested in knowing more about A Course in Miracles, that is a live thing here, and it's on 7 o'clock, so it's after the meditation on Wednesday here. Weekly meditation is at 6 o'clock, and it will be Jeff this week. Oh, we have an invitation from the South Hill to go to the Indians baseball game with them Friday, June 20th. And is that Father's Day weekend, or is Father's Day weekend the pre? Great. All right, so yeah, we need to let them know how many tickets we need. So volunteers are needed for, and this is next, no. Oh, this is Pride. I think we probably still need volunteers for next weekend as well, for pause. Okay, Pray to Pause is in this neighborhood next weekend, and it will look very similar. The picture on the left, I think, is actually Pray to Pause there. Oh, I see, it's got both of them in there. Pray to Pause May 31st and Spokane Pride June 14th. So both of them are a lot of fun. Yeah, go ahead, Pray to Pause.
So we'll be setting up a booth, right here's Lincoln Road, and then Yale goes that way. So it'll just be right off of Lincoln Road
On Yale.
right here in the neighborhood. And we hand out water that the Humane Society gives us, and water all the dogs and see all the people. And there's like hundreds of dogs and people. And it's a great event. If you want to come and join us, just to sit in the booth and have some fun, you are certainly welcome.
Yes, it is it's an event that is sponsored by the Humane Society, which is just, around the corner. It's basically at the, right on Francis, where it comes onto, is that Havana? I think it's Havana, right. So the Humane Society organization is right there, and then this activity with her. And she will have more information next week about that, but just kind of hold a little spot in your calendar on the last week of June if you would love to be in a whole new adventure. All right, thank you. Let's make a circle and we'll join in the peace song.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally.
Okay, we'll do the prayer protection, then we'll join on that. Okay, the prayer protection. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all